Can you talk about what it is about the Jack Reacher character that made you want to adapt the books and shoot this film?
He's free. I love the fact that this is a character who lives in a he's a man with no name living in a modern world. The idea that he has no cell phone, no email, no home address, no fixed income, no baggage of any kind. I think everybody consciously or subconsciously would like to live that way, at least for a little while.
The film is very much focused on Tom as Jack Reacher. He's very deliberate. What's it like working with him as an actor? What's it like directing him?
It's great. You're playing at the highest possible level. It's the hardest work and the most fun you're ever going to have.
He's a pretty fun guy. I'm just going to bring up the Newton tragedy very briefly. I mean, the film is about, a sniper shooting people, happens in the beginning. Do you think that's going to affect the film whatsoever?
I don't know. I can't say for sure, and nor can I really worry about it. I've got to think that there are people with bigger problems. So, however it affects the film, I feel much worse for the people in Sandy Hook.
Right. The film is pretty much all shot in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk about filming there and what you liked about that location?
It was interesting. We were going to hide the identity of the city like it's hidden in the book. Once we got there, we realized that in order to hide the identity of the city, we were going to end up avoiding so much of what was beautiful about it. And there's a really great sort of gritty energy to the city and a really great look. This sort of rusty, steel belt look of the city. And not only that, but the city itself. The crews were great. And the city was extremely accommodating. That car chase that we shot, I don't think there's another city we could have shot it in.
There are many Jack Reacher novels. Do you see yourself making more of these films?
They got to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
That's awesome. What do you plan to do next then?
Don't know. I've been working on this movie almost nonstop for the last year and a half, and I'm kind of looking forward to not knowing what I'm doing for a week or two.
That's pretty good. I've just always been curious. What do you find interesting to read outside of adapting a screenplay? What do you read for fun?
Funny enough, I read a lot of nonfiction. I'm really fascinated with history. I'm fascinated with true stories. I like to adapt true stories, but mostly because I know how they end. It's always hard to come up with a good ending. I'm reading Titan right now about John D. Rockefeller, which is a pretty fascinating autobiography or biography.
Interesting. All right. Thanks for your time.